Hello, YouTube. We're back to learning Python. It is 8 o'clock in the morning. Love the top workout. Legs hurt too much. I'm the opposite. I love leg workouts. I hate working out my arms. They're just noodles. I can't do a full push-up. Like once I go to the ground, I can't get up. Anyways, we're back with more learning to program. Very excited. I will say today might be a little boring because I have decided not to learn anything new. I have decided to review loops and functions because I was doing really well up until loops and list comprehensions and functions, and that's where I started getting frustrated. And I think if I'm frustrated and I try to move on, then I'll just continue. It'll like snowball. So I'm like, I think I'm going to review the last 2 lessons today. So I apologize. I apologize. I'm dumb. Me too. I think the, it was tuples and loops. That one is what threw me off. Threw me for a loop, one might say. It was such a long lesson and it shoved so much information into my brain that I got really, don't leave. No, don't leave. Do I still have the chat background on here? No. Oh, I do. Wait, do I? Oh, hold on. Because I can barely read what y'all are saying. There we go. Now I can read what you're saying, Jed. Yay! You're readable. Everyone say hi. I'm sick. So I'm going to go through tuples, loops, and functions again. Functions wasn't that bad, but the tuples and loops one pissed me off. Do you have a small project in mind that would allow you to showcase everything you've learned so far? Not yet. I did learn how to make an 8-ball, which was really fun. Like the ball where you shake it and it gives you an answer to a question. I did learn how to make one of those. But Python has their own projects that they give you, which is pretty neat. But I don't know. I was thinking about it and I was like, what kind of project would I want to do to cement everything I've learned? And I was thinking of making a text-based choose your own adventure thing. Excuse me, kind of like those old role-playing games where it would be you've woken up in a forest. What do you do? And you can be I stand up or something. You know what I mean? I kind of want to make one of those. I think that'd be fun. But if I'm getting mad at everything I'm learning right now, I'm just going to go back. So how can I practice? Should I practice? Oh, I should probably do my daily practice. I haven't done it yet. Yeah, I think it'd be fun because I did that with Just Dance. I made my own choose your own adventure inside of Just Dance, and I had a lot of fun with it. So I really want to code one of those. I think it'd be fun. It's something we do at school, text adventure game to practice. Yay! Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm excited. I'm really excited. If stand up, print, you're supposed to type it in lowercase, sorry. Error, you typed it wrong. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Determine the output of this Python program. Oh, def is a function. Right, def is the function. Append exclamation value. Oh my God, dude. I forgot everything. Hi, Malls. How are you, Sunshine? Good to see you. Wait, value. Oh my God. I forgot everything. I feel like I'm reading this for the first time ever. Today's going to be hard. Okay, hold on. Let me read my notes. Okay, so, wait, where'd I go back? No! Okay, I guess we're starting something else. Which code block produces the same thing by a function which has a parameter in the definition? Okay, so the parameter is in the parentheses. But what's the definition? Is that what you define the parameter as? Which code block produces the same thing by a function which has a parameter in the definition. That all sounded like gibberish to me. Why did I wake up today and forget everything I've learned? I forgot everything. Maybe I should go back to the lessons and redo them. Which code block produces the same thing by a function which has a parameter in the definition? You will be conducting Python 101. Greet student. Hello, you will be learning Python 101. The followings are printed. Which has a parameter in the definition. So what the fuck does that mean? I know, I need more coffee. Sorry. It's just wild how you can forget everything in like a few days. Oh, which code block produces the same thing by a function which has a parameter in the definition? So this is if we made it print greeting message. No, because this would be the same, like you're overriding the greet, so that wouldn't make sense. Greet teacher student, print hello. No. Oh, I guess it would be this one. That would print the same thing. If you're trying to print them both back to back. I think it's this one. Fuck! Though the greet function prints the same output, however, it does not take any oh, shit! Okay, so the parameter would be, it would be one of these two. Print greeting message. But greeting message hasn't been defined. So how would it know what to print? Def greeting message equals greeting message. I actually don't know. I'm gonna move on. Hey, yo, nice. I just started learning Python 2 for my cybersecurity course. Oh, exciting. I hope it's going better than mine is. I hope it's going better than mine. I was doing so well until it started teaching me loops. And then loops is where I started losing it. Okay, check your notes. Right. Okay. Functions allow tasks to be performed multiple times within a program without having to be rewritten. Def keyword indicates beginning of a function. So def does. Is def short for define? You can also use function parameters which supplies data. So def trip welcome parentheses destination, and the destination is a parameter. Can use multiple parameters separated by commas. So it could be trip welcome destination comma travel time comma whatever. I agree with whatever chat says. Me too. There are 3 different types of arguments: positional, which is called by position; keyword, which is called by its name; and then default, which is given default values. Scope refers to areas where variables are visible and accessible. So a variable has to be defined within the scope of the function or outside of the scope. Because if it's outside of the scope, then it can pull from it whenever it wants, right? Oh, Snow Tiger, I'm using Codecademy. It's pinned in the chat. Madame is learning Python just as a year's goal to learn something new. Thank you, Antoine. Okay, let's try this again. That's literally all I wrote down for this, so I think I skipped a lot of notes, unfortunately. It was my fault. Determine the output of this Python program. Def append exclamation value, exclamation sign equals exclamation point. Return, oh fuck, I forgot we learned about returns. That confused me so bad. Return value plus exclamation sign. Print extraordinary plus, I didn't even do anything. Extraordinary plus exclamation sign. Print append exclamation wow. Okay. Programmers in the chat, I have a question because I didn't write it down in my notes. So I am actually asking for an answer. How would you define what return does? Thank you, Gottfield. I am not a programmer. Okay, well, what's your best guess? Output of the function. So that would be whatever value is plus the exclamation sign. It gives the value back to the caller. You mean, is that me? Because I'm the one that calls it. It basically says, stop running this function. We got what we needed. Here it is. Oh, okay. So it would be return value plus exclamation sign. Print extraordinary plus exclamation sign. Print append exclamation. Wow. What the fuck? Wait, what the fuck? Append exclamation. So wouldn't it be, it would be, the thing I think it would be isn't on here. I thought it would be extraordinary exclamation point, wow, exclamation point. Or extraordinary wow. Print append exclamation wow. 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 The thing I thought it was isn't on here. Print append. Dude, this is flipping. Maybe we should have started with the lessons before this. Append exclamation value. Exclamation sign equals. Would it be a name error? No, it wouldn't be a name error because everything's spelled right. There's no like. Oh, wait, no. Would that be a name error? Print extraordinary plus exclamation sign. Print append exclamation wow. Okay. Because it returns value plus exclamation sign, I'm going to guess. My brain is doing somersaults. My brain is doing somersaults. I don't know. Actually, I'm going to guess it's extraordinary. I think it's extraordinary. Oh, wait, no, because it says return value plus exclamation sign. So it would be value plus exclamation. I'm acting as if I'm disarming a bomb. My anxiety can't tell the difference between a gun being pointed at my head and picking the answer for this question. Okay, I'm going to go with my gut reaction, which was wow, exclamation point. The program will raise an error. Fuck, it was name error. God damn it. Wait, where was the error though? Can you tell me where the error was? I kind of wish it would tell me what the error is. Where was exclamation sign defined? Here. Oh, is it because it's out of the scope? It's a fucking scope again. Okay. So if the variable is defined outside of the scope of a function, you can use it in the function because it's been defined outside of it. But if something is defined inside a function, you can't use it outside the function. It's kind of like how all thumbs are fingers, but not all fingers are thumbs. I'm never coding at 8 a.m. ever again. Yeah, man. You know what? Hell yeah. You know what? Sure. All of my fingers are thumbs. I believe it. Okay. Let's move on. Given the function definition of greet customer, which option demonstrates a list of arguments that can be passed into a function call without resulting in an error? Without resulting in an error. Greet customer, grocery store, special item. Welcome to plus grocery store plus period. Our special is, oh. It would be this one, right? Because this is positional. Which function definition of greet customer? Which option demonstrates a list of arguments that can be passed into the function call without resulting in error? It'd be this one because there's one grocery store and one special item. But you have to, this is dumb because watch this be the right answer. This is dumb because you do have to put an argument to define what it means. This is too many. This is too little. So I think it's this one. Finally. We're so back. Y'all, we're back. It's more like you can have a car in your garage. So inside your garage, you know you have a car, but your neighbors don't. However, if your car would be outside, everyone would know you have a car. You just explained that in the most perfect way ever. That is the perfect analogy. Why are French people better at English than people who speak English? This is me going on a rant of how jealous I am of French people. You guys are better at English than I am at English. It's my only language. It's not fair. What do you mean? Me word good. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Me word good. Correct. This function has two parameters and thus requires two arguments, the name of a grocery store and special item. I love when it says correct. I love when it says, yes, Avery, you're so right. You're so right all the time. You're never wrong. Oh, God. Not write a function called oi mate. Write a function called oi mate that prints the string oi mate to the terminal. Then call this function repeatedly to print oi mate to the terminal at least 10 times. And see, this is why I'm live early today. This is why I'm live early today, is so all the British people could be here for this. Okay, so write a function that prints oi mate to the terminal, then call this function repeatedly to print oi mate to the terminal at least 10 times. Wouldn't that be a loop? But it says call the function. Okay, so def oi mate. Oh, is this range? Or is that a loop thing? How do I call it 10 times? Oi, mate. Print. Oi, mate. Is that range? Would I do range 10? Fuck. Oimate takes 0 positional arguments, but one was given. Okay. So that thinks I'm calling it like as a position. How would I call it 10 times? What if I did oimate? How do you call something more than once? I didn't write anything down about calling it more than once. I don't remember them talking about calling it more than once. I thought that was a loop. Can you do a loop with a... What if I did a while loop? So what if I don't know if this is what it, I'm assuming this is not what it wants, but what if I did, for loops range, can use range to define how many times the loop is executed. So what if I did 4? Oh no, because this is like a whole new thing. I have to call it. I don't remember them teaching me how to call it more than once. I fucking love that you're coding, dude. Hi, Elspeth. Hello, sunshine. All my friends are here. Yeah, it was my New Year's thing. Every New Year's I pick a new hobby that I want to learn. Last year it was sewing. The year before that it was taking apart electronics and fixing them and using Adobe Premiere. The year before that was couponing. The year before that was how to be more eco-friendly. I feel like there's something else I'm missing. I can't remember. But I like picking new hobbies to learn. It keeps my brain all squishy and juicy. Okay, is there a hint? There's no hint? Get unstuck? No. What about documentation? Consult Codecademy docs. Python? Not matplotlib. If I have to see the word matplotlib again. Where's functions? Functions. Oh, wait, I should like bookmark this. This is handy. Rather than rewrite the same code in multiple places, a function may be defined using def keyword. Return value +1. Print my function 2. Print my function 3 + 5. Why does it say print my function? Don't you have to just type the thing to call it? What the fuck is this? What is yield? Wait. I can put a loop inside of the function? Because this is indented. So that means I can put a loop. Yo! I can put a loop inside of the function? Whoa! Okay. I almost had it. I was very close. So it would be where's while? It would be while. I should have read the whole lesson. Oh, that's not what they're asking for? Well, what the fuck? I don't know what they want. I don't know if I'm going insane, but I feel like sometimes Codecademy tests me on something it didn't teach me. So I'm like really confused. And it doesn't say write a loop that calls this function repeatedly. So I'm like, I don't know. This is sort of combining concepts. You're close. Okay. So what if I did while oimate less than 11? No, that doesn't make sense because it would need to be. What the fuck do I do? I'm disarming a bomb. I really thought it was range. I don't know. I don't think this is going to work, but I can run it as many times as I want, and it won't ruin my checks, so whatever. While oimate less than 11. Wait, no. Is it? I don't know. I really have no idea what they want. I don't know what to put here. I don't know. I don't know. Try to make a loop to print something 10 times. I fucking forgot how. I fucking forgot how. It's for variable in range. So it would be for oimate in range 10. But then it would be printing why would I but then I would have to define this again, which I don't think makes sense. How many times did it print? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did you call the function oimate after defining it? I did, didn't I? Wait, what? What do you mean after defining it? I'm confused. What? It worked, but not the way they wanted. Does this need to be indented? Oh. Wait. I'm so fucking confused. And there's no hint. There's no hint. What does the function oimate do? It prints oimate. Don't tell me how to fix it! Don't tell me how to fix it! No backseating, no backseating. I have like 500 no backseating tags. Define oimate. I thought calling oimate and then making the variable range would work, but it didn't work. I don't know what they want because it worked, but not in the fucking way that they wanted. You're 99% there. This is pain. This is pain. I'm so lost. I don't know. I'm never coding at 8 in the morning ever again. I'm never coding at 8 in the morning ever again. This was a mistake. I'm so tired. I don't want the answer! Chat room! I'm gonna put you in timeout in a second if you don't stop. I know you guys are trying to help, but I do want to figure it out on my own. I feel like I don't learn if people are telling me the answer all the time. So what if do I even have to put this here? Because if it prints, then I wouldn't need to define that. But then I need to put int is not callable. Integer is not callable. But I put fucking range. Do I have to put this in parentheses also? Oh my God, I don't know. I'm just gonna get it wrong. You know what? This is the time now. Now you can just tell me what I did wrong. I'm just gonna say fuck it and move on. I have no idea. I have no clue. You may now tell me what I did wrong. I know I got close, but like, goddamn. It broke my brain. Call the function from the loop. You call it from the loop? Oh, I never would have gotten that, I don't think. So you call, does it have to be in parentheses? Well, then why is it mad that I didn't call it from parentheses? I love the tags for the stream. Oh. Think about it step by step. How would you do something, do anything exactly 10 times? My brain read that and I said, type it out 10 times. How would you print it 10 times? I would write print parentheses, oi mate, over and over and over again. For I and range. Oh, this had to be its own thing. So for mate in range 10. What? To what? Wait, so does this have to be mate then? Chat, I'm going to move on now. I've decided I'm just going to move on now. I can't do this anymore. Today is such a bad day. I've decided what I'm going to do is go back to the loop, the loop one, and just do that again. I've decided what I'm going to do is just go back here and do it again. Because I'm so confused. What I missed today? Me getting mad again. Third time in a row getting mad at myself for just not being able to pick something up. Because I feel like it's one of those things where like the learning curve takes like a steep up incline. And you're just like, wait, what? Like this was so easy before and now it's suddenly so hard. So we're just going to learn this all again. Okay, I remember this being like, this is why loops are important. Okay. Let's start with your first type of loop, a for loop, a type of definite iteration. In a for loop, we will know in advance how many times the loop will need to iterate because we will be working on a collection with a predefined length. So the for loop is a definite because you predefine where it ends. We're letting go of oi mate, everyone. We're letting go of things that don't serve us. And in this scenario, that's oi mate, and we're letting it go. We're taking a deep breath and we're letting it go. In our examples, we will be using Python lists as our collections of elements. With for loops on each iteration, we will be able to perform an action on each element of the collection. Before we work with any collection, let's examine the general structure of a for loop. For, temporary variable, in, collection, action. So this is a collection, and it's outside of the scope. It's outside of the scope of the loop, which means anything can get it, can call it or whatever, can take from it. The neighbors know I have board games. The neighbors know I have board games. Okay. Before we work with any collection, temporary variable in collection, action. For game in board games, print game. So I think this is where I get really confused, because to me, you have to define what game is. And nothing gets defined, so I'm like, how does it know that when I'm asking for game, it's printing these? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just kind of like, how does it know what it is if it's not defined? I think this is where I get confused. A for keyword indicates the start of a for loop, a temporary variable that is used to represent the value of the element in the collection the loop is currently on. Game is the definition. Game is defined by the for. Oh, for game. Okay. And because it's in board games, it's like, okay, these are the variables now. What happens when I run it? Oh, and because for is a definite loop, that means it's predefined. So because it's predefined, it knows that game in board games means you print whatever is inside of the list until it stops, until there's nothing left. Okay. I'm coming back down. I'm coming back down to earth. I'm coming back down to earth, everyone. We're coming back down. An in keyword separates the temporary variable from the collection used for iteration, a collection to loop over. In our examples, we will be using a list. An action to do anything on each iteration of the loop. Let's link these concepts back to our ingredients example. This for loop prints each ingredient in ingredients. So it prints milk, sugar, vanilla extract, dough, chocolate. Hi, Zabral. Thank you so much for the raid. She's coming home. She's coming home. Anyway, let's go back to Oimate now. I'm gonna blow myself up on stream. I have C4. You all are always asking what's behind that curtain. I have C4 planted, and the detonator is a button under my desk. Don't play with me if I have to hear the words Oimate again. We'll go back to it at the end of the lesson, and maybe I can get there after the end of the lesson. Who will take care of my cats? Baby, it's C4. They're coming with me. I don't go anywhere without my cats, which means they're coming with me. Oh my God. If I have to hear Oimate one more time, I'm going to start screaming. I'm going to peek this microphone, okay? In this example, ingredient is the temporary variable. It's temporary because it's the car parked inside of the garage. The ingredient is parked inside of the garage, but ingredients are parked on the street. Sigh, 0 days since Avery's made a bomb joke. What if your cat accidentally hits the button? Then I don't have to pay bills anymore. Then I don't have to pay my taxes. It's fine. Ingredients is the collection that is predefined before we start the loop. Print ingredient was the action performed on every iteration using the temporary variable of ingredient. So print game is what prints all of these. And then print empty is just what gives it a space in between so it looks nicer. So, hold on. I'm going to copy this and then delete it. I want to see what it does. Oh, wait, does adding the print at the end? Oh, it gives it a space continuously because it is the loop. So it prints game and then it prints space and then it continues and it prints game, print space, continue, print game. Okay. I'm remembering. Okay. This code outputs milk, sugar, vanilla extract, dough, chocolate. Some things to note about for loops. Temporary variables. A temporary variable's name is arbitrary and does not need to be defined beforehand. So I doesn't need to be defined beforehand. Both of the following code snippets do the exact same thing as our above example. I in ingredients, item in ingredients. Okay. I'm using Codecademy. We have it pinned at the top of the chat. Programming best practices suggest we make our temporary variables as descriptive as possible. That makes sense because if you do like for X in board games, I feel like it's harder to read. It feels more like a formula than it does like English. Since each iteration step of our loop is accessing an ingredient, it makes more sense to call our temporary variable ingredient rather than I or item. Notice in all these examples, the print statement is indented. Everything at the same level of indentation after the for loop declaration is included in the loop body and is run on every iteration of the loop. Teacher? Ooh, teacher, I have a question. Ooh, pick me, teacher. Can you do a loop inside of a loop? And if so, would you have to indent it again? So indent for Oh. I was hoping the answer would be no. That's fine. We'll get to that later. Okay, good to know. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, teacher. Thank you, teacher. Also, don't forget to give us homework today. Oh, fucking elegant. Okay. I forgot about these. Elegant loops. Python loves to help us write elegant code, so it allows us to write simple for loops in one line. In order to see the below example as one line, you may need to expand your narrative window. Oh, is that this? This is the narrative window, right? Here's the previous example in the single line. For ingredient in ingredients. Oh, no, this one I remember is not so bad. It's the list comprehension that fucks me up. This is fine. This is just the same thing, just without an enter or another line. Note, one-line for loops are useful for simple programs. It is not recommended you write one-line loops for any loop that has to perform multiple complex actions on each iteration. Doing so will hurt the readability of your code, may ultimately lead to buggier code. Okay. Let's keep going. A for loop works just like a function, only the contents are run over and over with the condition of the for. That makes sense. And then a function is only run twice instead of over and over. If you have a very slow database, it can add up pretty fast from experience, lol. I don't think you need to remember those. Okay. I have to pee. I have to pee. All right, we're back. While I was gone, I went to the bathroom and I looked on Instagram, and the Just Dance account posted this really hot guy and was like, this guy's coming to Just Dance February 18th. Or no, it's like a Viking guy, and it says Ulfger, I think is his name, coming February 18th. And so I commented and I said, he might be coming February 18th, but I'm coming right now. Was that too far? Let's continue. Often we won't be iterating through specific lists or any collection, but rather only want to perform a certain action multiple times. For example, if we wanted to print out a learning loops message 6 times using a for loop, we would follow this structure. No, I said that too. Jesus Christ. You know it's bad when even Godfiend is like, what the hell? He looks like he smells. Vikings probably did smell really bad. If all you're doing is pillaging and working out, you probably stink really bad, right? Okay, for temporary variable in list of length 6. So this is what I was trying to do before, and I thought it would work, and then it didn't. Notice we need to iterate through a list with a length of 6, but we don't necessarily care what is inside of the list. To create arbitrary collections of any length, we can pair our for loops with the trusty Python built-in function range. An example of how range function works, this code generates a collection of 6 integer elements from 0 to 5. This is what I thought I was doing. They would actually bathe, believe it or not. I love the addition of the phrase, believe it or not. Vikings were actually known to bathe. Thank God. Thank God. What you making today, Avery? I'm making my mental health worse. I'm making my mental health worse by trying to relearn the things that I got frustrated with in the last 2 weeks. Because I was doing so well with learning Python until I hit loops. And then I started getting really confused. So I was like, you know what? Today I think we'll review and go back and learn everything again. Also, I just realized my camera is in the way, like it is literally all the time. Every time I want to play a game or do something, my shit's in the way all the time. Oh. I'm never not in the way. You know what? Good enough. I have a specific moment in my mind, your soul will leave your body. With the Ulfgear guy. Can't wait. I haven't seen it because I haven't played JDVR, so it'll be new to me. Okay. The irony of redoing loop lessons. I have to loop the lesson because I didn't get it. Okay. Wait, what happened? Oh, okay. We can use the range directly in our for loops as the collection to perform a 6-step iteration. Okay. So this is the temporary variable. This isn't a collection. This isn't a collection. This is an action and this is an action, right? But this is supposed to be a collection. So I'm getting a little confused. For temp in range 6, print learning loops. Something to note is we are not using temp anywhere inside of the loop body. If we are curious about which loop iteration step we are on, we can use temp to track it. Since our range starts at 0, we will add +1 to our temp to represent how many iteration steps our loop takes more accurately. String temp +1. Oh, okay. But if it's range 5, it would already know. Oh, this adds the number. Okay, I see. Okay. So I'm going to try to write this out on my own because, promise. I'm going to change this. I will finish my book today because I only have about 50 pages left. So for I don't know, book in range, I'm going to print it 13 times for good luck. Print promise. I will finish my book today. I will finish my book today. I will finish my book today. So if I do promise, was it promise plus, wait, what was it? String plus, it's right there. String, book. Wait, what the fuck? Wait. Hold on, I'm getting all confused now. Book +1? Oh, it worked. But they wrote number blank. So this would just be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Oh, it worked. I will finish my book today. I will finish my book today. I will finish my book today, I swear to God. Range starts at 0. So then why didn't it, you're in the way. Dude, I literally don't know where to put my camera where I won't be in the way. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna be, unless I turn it off. So when I did plus string book +1, it started at 1. Oh my God, everything's in the way. I can't do this. It started at 1. So why didn't it print 0? If it starts at 0. Because of the +1. Okay. Okay, that's fine. To be honest, I don't care. I don't care if it starts at 0. I don't really see how it matters because it printed 13 times, which is all I cared about. Like literally all I care is that it prints 13 times. Isn't that not the goal? Set it up like a DVD logo and have it move all around the screen. It's dynamic. And then if I hit the corner, then my camera explodes. Okay, let's just move on. I know a streamer that pipes 1-star Amazon movie reviews to the TikTok. What do you mean pipes? What does that mean? The CS screensaver. That's me. While loops introduction. In Python, for loops are not the only type of loops we can use. Another type of loop is called a while loop and is a form of indefinite iteration. A while loop performs a set of instructions as long as a given condition is true. Okay. Countdown 10. While countdown is greater or equal to 0, print countdown minus 1. And then print we have liftoff. That makes sense. Okay. Pipes just means sends. Erases the 0 to the bum joke board. -1. It's a computer term. Oh, well, I haven't gotten there yet. This is my 7th day learning Python, so I don't know. Sorry. While conditional statement action. Let's examine this example where we print the integers 0 through 3. Count equals 0, while count is less than or equal to 3, print count, and then add 1. And then it loops until it gets to 3. That makes sense. Count is initially defined with the value of 0. The conditional statement in the while loop is count less than or equal to 3, which is true at the initial iteration of the loop. So the loop body executes. Inside the loop body, count is printed and then incremented by 1. So we could do What if we what if for every loop, every number we print I'm almost at your front door. And then after it's done, we print I'm here. So that every time it counts less than 1, it's like, I'm almost there. Ah! That's so creepy. I'm almost there. Wait, what if I want to personalize them? So what if I did, but I want each one to be different. So what if I did, how would I make them all different? I could do, it could be like an 8-ball thing where it picks a random, immediately uses her newfound power for evil. I think this is what I did. Oh my God, I literally wrote here, countdown to me kicking Godfiend in the balls. I totally forgot. This was a countdown for me kicking Godfiend in the balls. I remember writing that. Yeah, I'm learning Python for evil. It's to help me strategize and synergize how I'm gonna kick Godfiend in the nuts. Okay. So what if I did, can I make a list? How do you make a list again? I feel like I learned that so long ago. It's with the brackets. Okay. So response list equals brackets. And I could put a bunch of stuff. I'm almost there. Or get ready. Or are you scared? Or hee 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 hee. Or I have a weapon. And then so what if I did print, oh my God, what was it that we did for the 8-ball? It was like print response list dot random or something. Wait, we had to install random before like at the beginning of the thing. Oh shit, I forgot how to do all this. I forgot. It feels like we did this forever ago. What if I did, I'm going to try it. Response list dot random? No, it didn't work. Has no attribute random. Okay, so hold on, I'm going to Google this. Python how to install dot random. You simply need to import it using import random in your code to access its functions. So is it import random? Is that what it is? No. How do we do this? How did I do the 8 ball? I forgot. Yeah, you can help in this situation. That's fine. Because I am trying to get a better understanding of it. And it's hard to do it when you don't have a teacher. It's hard to learn. You did the import right. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Oh, random print. Okay, so would it be print random, wait, but that's not how we did it for the 8 ball. It wouldn't be list.random. Random is a function, so you have to call parentheses if it's a function. So it would be random. Wait, no, this doesn't make sense. Response list dot random. Would it be parentheses? How did we do this? I forgot how we made the 8 ball. It feels like I did it so long ago. Oh, you did it with a rand int, but choice is better here. Oh, okay. So random choice list. Okay. Random.choice. Oh, and then response list. And then at the end, it prints I'm here. So this should work. It didn't work. Oh, I didn't print it. I didn't print it because I'm dumb. Because I'm dumb as hell. Y'all, it hurts being this dumb. Ah! It's like in the Nancy Drew games when you're getting chased by whoever the murderer is and they just keep repeating the same things. Ah! 10, I'm almost there. 9, get ready. 8, 7, I'm almost there. Ah! Wait, I should add more. I'm coming. I should also put ring, not right now, Mom. I'm busy. I could put fuck, I tripped. I could put like and subscribe. I tripped twice in a row. Fuck, I tripped. Fuck, I tripped again. I'm coming. Ring, ring. Not right now, Mom. I'm busy. Oh my God. Okay, cool. Cool. That's fun. I feel like messing around with it like this makes it more fun for me. You definitely could make your own Nancy Drew game in time. I think so. If I did all the voice acting, I think so. You could remove a sentence when it has been printed. That's true. Wait, how do you do that? It wouldn't be break, would it? Or would it be continue? Is it continue? You know what? I'm going to come back to that later. Because I don't know how I would do that, and I'm already stressed out with loops. So I'm going to do that another time. While loops lists. A while loop isn't only good for counting. Similar to how we saw for loops working with lists, we can use while loops to iterate through a list as well. Let's return to our ingredient list. Excuse me. Ingredients: milk, sugar, vanilla extract, dough, chocolate. Is this where list comprehensions came in? Oh, brother. We know that while loops require some form of a variable to track the condition of the loop to start and stop. Take some time to think about what we would use to track whether we need to start and stop the loop if we want to iterate through ingredients and print every element. It'd be the index. Didn't we go through this before? Oh, you have to use the len function to get the length. There are some things about coding that I'm like, what the hell? Because, like, I would assume that if you call upon Python topics, it would already know the length because it's already determined that there's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 indexes or indices or whatever. So it's weird to me that you have to, like, predefine how long it is. Length equals len ingredients, which would be 5. In some languages, it works that way. Length will be 5 in this case. Index starts at 0. Why do you have to predefine that the index starts at 0 if that's what it assumes already? It knows the length, but only gives it to you if you ask for it. But that's why it's like, oh, that's okay. I don't know. There are just some things where I'm like, oh, it's cool that Python already knows this. Like, it can just pull from this. But then other things, it's like you have to, like, spell it out. While index is less than length, print I am learning about Python topics index plus 1. Oh, this is how it knows that index starts at 0. Because index is a variable that we set. It's not actually talking about literal index. Okay. And then index plus 1, and it keeps looping until it runs out of the length. And because it's defined outside of the scope of the while loop, it can call on it in the loop. I'm trying to remind myself. I'm trying to remind myself of the scope thing so I don't forget. While index is less than length, first iteration will print ingredients 0, print ingredients index, index plus 1. Final output would be milk, sugar, vanilla extra. Oh, I was reading this and I was like, no, it wouldn't. I'm learning about variables. I'm learning about control flow. I'm learning about loops. I'm learning about modules. So it's just so interesting to me that it knows some things and then it doesn't know some things. God, she's so smart. The first time anyone said that in my stream ever. Thank you. Thank you. You can get ChatGPT to code for you too, to get the meat of something you're doing, then tweak from there. It's pretty cool. I'm not going to do that. I would rather just code it myself, you know? Because if ChatGPT can code something for me, then what am I doing all this for? You know, it's just not, I don't know. I want to learn it myself. Yeah, no, I'm learning. I may be getting pissed off, but every programmer in my YouTube comments and in this Twitch chat has told me that getting pissed off on the regular is a normal part of being a programmer. So I think if anything, the frustration is like, it's part of the vibe. It's part of the vibe. Like, you know how, like, some influencers are like, I wake up at 4 a.m. and I do my yoga and I drink my grass water. This is like that, but for coding. It's just waking up and being pissed off, crying at your desk, cursing the heavens is part of the vibe. What the fuck is grass water? What do you think? What do you think it is? Okay, so I could do I could do, let's see. I'm going to write this all again. I'm going to write this all again so I can cement it in my brain. So it would be length equals len Python topics. And then you have to, so you define the length and then you define the index, which starts at 0. And then you do while, so it'd be while the length is less than index, print, I am fucking up, plus Python topics. And then they put like in, was it in brackets that they put index? And then you would do index plus equals 1, right? Or was it just Python topics? No, it would have to be plus Python topics and then define an index so that it knows which index to take it from, right? Oh, where'd I go wrong? Where'd I mess this up? While length less, while length less than index doesn't make sense. While length, that doesn't make any sense. Is it greater than? I am fucking up variables. I'm fucking up control flow. I'm fucking up loops. Okay, I'm starting to like, someone gave me really good advice in the last stream and was like, don't memorize the formula, but memorize like what each thing means. And then the formulas will just make sense when you understand like the like grammar of it or whatever. So I think that's helping. Okay. I think from here, I'm going to go back to, the functions one. I want to redo some of the functions and the things I learned in functions because it really like, the syntax, yes, the syntax. Oh shit, wait, no. Wait, this isn't what I wanted. Go home. I wanted to redo the lesson. I'll go from the B. Ah, Jesus Christ. All learning? Yes. Think of optimization like an iceberg. There's a lot happening beneath the surface. Storing the length in a variable avoids unnecessary computations, while you could use len list directly each time. Doing so repeatedly executes code to retrieve the value. By storing it in a variable, you calculate it once and then reuse it efficiently. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. It sounds more, is it more memory efficient or just more efficient for you? Oh, wait, we did, this is review. Wait, no, go back. Alt, comma. Okay. Oh, we did all of this. Defining a function. A function consists of many parts, so let's first get familiar with its core, a function definition. Here's an example of a function definition. Def function name blank. The def keyword indicates the beginning of a function, also known as a function header. The function header is followed by a name in snake case format that describes the task that function performs. It's best practice to give your functions a descriptive yet concise name. Memory efficient. Interesting. That's so cool. Oh, you're either memory efficient or time efficient. Why can't I be both? I want to be both. Following the function name is a pair of parentheses that can hold input values known as parameters. More on parameters later. I remember parameters and arguments. A colon to mark the end of the function header. Lastly, we have one or more valid Python statements that make up the function body, where we have our Python comment. Trip welcome, print, welcome to Trip Academy, print, let's get you to your destination. No, pasting the code in the editor and clicking run was on empty output terminal. Oh, wait, I have to call it. If I call it, it will print all those. Call directions to Times Square. Oh. So what happens if I change the variable? Variable. Oh, I broke it. Take 0 positional arguments, but 1 was given. Oh, I'd have to write it in there. So it would have to be like plus directions to Times Square. So I could put dork. Walk 4 minutes to 34th Street Herald Square train station. No, it didn't work. Wait, how did I? Oh my fucking god. Ah! Wait, how do you set the variable again? Times Square. Oh, I typed it wrong. No, it still don't work. 7 directions to Times Square. So then how do I add the thing to this? Take 0 positional arguments, but 1 was given. I don't remember. It'll teach me later. Calling it. Okay, that's what we just did. We called it. I called that. White space and execution flow. Print statements all run together when trip welcome is called. This is because they have the same base level of indentation. Fuck, what's wrong with me? The print statement all run together trip welcome is called. This is because they have the same base level of indentation, 2 spaces. In Python, the amount of white space tells the computer what is part of a function and what is not. Scope. 8 a.m. got hands. 8 a.m. got hands. 8 a.m. is fine. It's streaming at 8 a.m. that's hard. Because like streaming at 8 a.m. means waking up at like 5:30 or 6. If we wanted to write another statement outside of trip welcome, we would have to unindent the line. So then this would be printed first, and then these would be printed because the function wasn't called until after this got printed. Print statement was indented to show it was not part of the function, so it would print this first. Right. I remember this. I remember. Ooh, arguments. Okay, let's return to our trip welcome function one more time. Let's modify our function to give a welcome that is a bit more detailed. Def my function single parameter. Oh, you had to put the fucking parameter in here. I'm dumb. That's right. I forgot about parameter. Here's a function that defines a single parameter. In the context of our trip welcome function, it would look like this. Welcome to Trip Academy. Looks like you're going to destination today. And then it's set here as the parameter. Okay, parameter is in the header. Parameters are treated like variables within a function. And then the argument is later here when you're like defining it. I keep doing that. So If I wanted to, I could do location, I could do trip time, I could do weather, and I could do friend. So I could say, you can use public subway system to get to blank. I could do print your total trip time is plus trip time plus hours. And then I could do print the weather is, or I could do today, the weather is plus weather. And then I could do enjoy your trip with, why did I spell friend like that? Frind. Enjoy your frind with plus friend. So I could do generate trip instructions. I could do Grand Central Station, comma, 2 for the trip time. I could do cloudy for the weather, and I could do Antoine for the friend. And then it should say, since I did it, what did they call it? What was the argument type? Positional? I did it positional, so it should work. I'm in the way, but it worked. It worked. Total trip time is 2 hours. Today the weather is cloudy. Enjoy your trip with Antoine. Antoine, hop in. We're going to Grand Central Station. Cracked. Okay, we're getting there. It feels good to be writing it again because I feel like it's helping me cement as opposed to just like reading everything. Multiple parameters. Oh, that's what I just did. How many fucking times am I gonna yawn? Using a single parameter is useful, but functions let us use as many parameters as we want. That way we can pass in more than one input to our functions. So plane ticket price, car rental rate, hotel rate, trip time, and then you can do the calculations, which is pretty neat. And then you input how much it costs. Neat. Car rental rate times trip time. Is trip time hours? So it would be the rate by the hour? Oh, no, because 5 people are coming. Wait, no. What does the trip time mean? Oh, days. Days. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. We just kind of did that one. Types of arguments. Positional arguments that can be called by their oh, it was a keyword argument. It wasn't a positional. Positional is calling by the index, I think. Called by their position in the function definition. Keyword arguments, arguments that can be called by their name. Which one did I do? Positional arguments are arguments we have already been using. Their assignments depend on their positions in the function call. Let's look at functions and calculate taxi price that allow our users to see how much a taxi would cost in their destination. That's kind of what I did. Wait, where's the keyword argument? Oh, we're just doing positional. That's what we did, I think. Wait, where's keyword? Alternatively, we can use keyword arguments where we explicitly refer to what each argument is assigned to in the function call. Ah! Do not follow the same order as defined in the function declaration, but it doesn't matter because it's not positional. Oh, I see. Okay. Built-in functions versus user-defined functions. There are two distinct categories for functions in the world of Python. What we have been writing so far in our exercises are called user-defined functions. Functions that are written by users, like us, like me. There is another category called built-in functions that functions that come built into Python for us to use. Remember when we were using print or string? Both of these functions are built into the language for us, which means we have been using built-in functions all along. There are a lot of different built-in functions that we can use in our programs. Take a look at this example of using len. I think they didn't teach us about functions first just so they could drop this bomb and be like, remember when we taught you about print and string? Turns out you were using functions the whole time. Dude. If I yawn one more time, I'm going to just fall asleep on stream. I'm just going to take a nap on stream. Is the plot twist how they pictured our reaction instead of me like punching myself in the head. Here we are using a total of 2 built-in functions in our example, print and len. Oh, I remember writing all this. My favorite part was writing all this and then realizing there was a comment that says, write your code below. And I didn't write it below. In my what class?
Pedagogy.
Pedagogy. In my pedagogy class during my master's degree, one of the things they taught us is that teaching is just a masterful set of well-organized lies. Wait, what? Wait, what are I'm being lied to? What are the lies? Help. Oh, this is where I learned about help. So I could do help, what if I did help, list comprehension? No Python documentation found for list comprehension? Even the documents are like, we don't want to talk about it. We don't want to talk about it. Ah! Oh God. What have I done? List, iterable equals parentheses, comma, or /. If no argument is given, the constructor creates a new empty list. The argument must be an iterable. What is all this? Oh, good heavens. Oh, great heavens. What's the // for? I don't remember learning about a // Also, there's no list comprehension. I guess there is no help. This isn't like helpful examples. This is the raw document. It's kind of cool to read it, though. I feel like I'm reading like the Declaration of Independence. I feel like I'm reading like the first State of the Union address ever given in like 1752 or something. It's special syntax disallowed keyword srgs. I did not understand a word. I did not understand a lick of it. Where are the pronouns? I stop reading the Constitution when we get to a pronoun. We. Okay, what about help string? What does that come up with? Help string. What the fuck is the / for? Disallowing keyword arguments. I still don't know what that means. You're talking to someone who just started learning Python a month ago. You know what? Let's let this go. If it doesn't serve me, let it go. If it doesn't serve me, let it go. Minimum price. Oh, right. We were learning about the different ways you could sort them. Print maximum price of all of these combined, and I think it adds them if you do comma. So if I wanted to do like hours streamed, it could be like, or wait, no, hold on. I could do like Tuesday hours equals 3. And I could do Wednesday hours, I could put 0. And then Thursday hours, I could also put 0 because those are my days off. And then I could put Friday hours equals 3. Saturday hours equals 2 because I was probably playing Just Dance. Sunday hours equals 2. And then Monday hours, I could put like 4. And then I could make a definition that's like total. Oh, wait, no, max is it just tells you the maximum price. Well, I'm going to keep going with this anyway. Total hours streamed equals. Oh, but then I got to add them all one by one. You know what? I get the concept. Let's move on. I get the concept. Let's move on. I want to do the quiz again. I know I can make it easier. I know, but I'm still learning. Okay, listen. This is kind of like if you see a toddler like trying to stand up and walk and they take a couple steps and then they fall and then they get up and take a couple steps or whatever, and they're trying to get to like a bottle of milk, right? Across the room. And it's kind of like if you were like, you'd get there faster if you ran. And I'm like, I don't know how to run yet. I'm still learning, you know? I'm still getting there. So just be patient with me. I'm still working on it. Let's do the quiz again. What line of code can be used to return a variable inner_var from a function back to the piece of code that called the function? Return a variable. It would just be return, wouldn't it? Yes. That felt too easy that like I thought it was going to be wrong. Gustavo! I'm president age now in this channel. How we doing today? I'm good. I've just been learning more coding. We're reviewing what I already learned because I'm really struggling with some of these. So I'm like, I need to learn them again. But thank you so much for the 80 months and the tier 3 sub. It's so good to see you, BB. You'd get there faster if you hopped into the plane cockpit just to control. How hard could it be? Okay. Which variables can be called in the blank spot in this code? It would be counter, right? I thought it was new counter last time because it got returned, but I don't think that means that it gets returned to the body of the code, or does it? I'm gonna say just counter. Counter is in global scope, whereas new counter only exists inside the update. I'm understanding scope. How do you call update with a new value of 20? You could do update 20 because then it would change the value. Yeah, equal to 20. Oh my gosh, I'm getting there. Okay, how do you call a function called setup with no arguments? Call a function would be setup, no arguments. Because that's defining it, but this is calling it. Yes. What line of code will call force with a value of 10 or for mass and a value of 9.81 for acceleration? Okay. 10 for mass, so it would be 10, 9.81. Yay! You can think of return as return the value of. But so return is where I'm getting confused. Return to me is like, does that mean the code has changed? Like, I still don't fully understand returns. Because if you've already changed the variable, why would you need to return? Like, what does returning do to it? I think that's where I get confused with it. I thought returning meant that code is now returned to like the global scope, and it doesn't. So I need to read up more on returns. Given the following function, what will produce the output? There is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside you. Than bearing an untold story. So it would be quote an untold story. Because this is not written as a string. It's written as like a variable, but it's not a variable, so it would be this one. What happens when you call report? Report, print, the current time is... Oh, this is a trick question. It would be beginning of report first because report didn't get, oh, wait. What happens when you call report? This feels confusing because if it's only asking what happens when I call report, it's not asking about this. So I'm just going to take it literally and say it's only when it's report. So it would be the current time is 3 p.m. The mood is good. The current time is 3 p.m. The mood is good. Yay! Woo! Woo! I almost said this one. 100%! Let's go! Let's go! It returns to the previous scope, but with a value. The previous scope. What do you mean the previous scope? Can't get past me. Can't get past me. Okay, let's finish this module today. What the fuck is a lambda function? Oh God. I think from now on when I'm learning Python, I need to have like a pint of Ben and Jerry's with me as comfort food. Oh, fuck off. Oh boy, skip lambda. Skip it? So this is where I get confused because sometimes chat will unanimously be like, you don't need to learn this. And then the YouTube comments will be like, actually, you do need to learn this. And I'm like, Python itself wanted to remove it. Okay, I'll just read the article. I'll take a couple notes and then we'll move on. And I won't think about it too hard. Okay. Lambda functions. Okay. Python is known for its simplicity and readability, and one of its powerful features is the ability to create functions. While you're probably familiar with defining functions using the def keyword, Python also offers a more concise way to create small, anonymous functions called lambda functions. Anonymous? In this article, we'll dive into the world of lambda functions, exploring their syntax, use cases, and best practices. By the end, you'll have a solid understanding of how to leverage these compact functions in your Python code. What are lambda functions? Lambda functions, also known as anonymous functions, are small inline functions that can have any number of arguments but only one expression. Anonymous functions. Small inline funcs that can have multiple arguments but only one expression. Unlike regular functions defined with def, lambda functions don't have a name and are usually used in situations where you need a simple function for a short period of time. Let's compare a regular function with lambda. I wish that when they talk about what it's used for, I wish they would give an example. I wish they'd be like, so for example, you're making a game and you want to make a function that only happens in this mission or whatever. Like, I wish they would give an example, because I think my problem so far with Codecademy is like when I learn about, like, I don't know, functions or list comprehensions or whatever, I'm like, what would this be used for specifically? Like, what is an example of what this could be used for? So I just get a little confused. I would say you would learn F strings before lambda functions. I don't know what an F string is. I would like more real life example, but whatever. Square underscore lambda equals lambda x colon x to the power of 2. So that's what it looks like. Return x. Okay. Square underscore lambda. I'm just writing down the example it gave me. Lambda x to the power of 2. Both functions square the input, but the lambda function is more concise. It kind of like, I've learned this with like elegant code or the comprehensions or whatever, that reading the one-line code actually confuses me more than reading it written out like this. Like, it does, like, from afar, it looks nicer because it's just one line, but like for readability, I really struggle with it. I don't know. Like, I can't imagine, like I guess it would make sense if you're developing something by yourself. You could be like, oh, this is my code, I wrote it or whatever. But if you're working with like a team of other people, I feel like trying to read what someone else wrote would be like, what the fuck? What the hell is this? Syntax of lambda functions is, okay, it is, syntax is lambda argument colon expression. Here are a couple simple examples. Add lambda a comma b colon a plus b. Oh, there's an F1, not an F1. You know how y'all just told me I should learn F functions or whatever? There she is. She right there. I don't fucking know what it does, but she's there. F string. What the fuck's an F string? I don't know. No clue. The basic syntax of lambda function is arguments expression. So it can have multiple arguments, but only one expression. How would that make sense if you had multiple arguments? So say you had like A, comma, B, comma, C. Could you do A plus B plus C? Because that would be multiple expressions, wouldn't it? So what would make it multiple expressions? Is it a comma? Add equals lambda A comma B colon A plus B. Print add 3 comma 5. Output 8. 3 plus 5 is 8? Yes, the comma. Okay, so the comma wouldn't be allowed because you can only have one expression. But you can have multiple arguments. I passed a lambda as an argument to a function. Sadly, I don't remember the particulars. Oh. Well, this whole article doesn't really matter that much because everyone's telling me to skip it anyway. F string is just a string, but you can place variables in, what is that? They're not carrots, to put them into the string. Hi, baby. You want to come learn to code with me? Wee. Hello, bubs. You can hang out with me while I read. Greeting equals lambda name colon F hello name. The order that they're putting this in is so weird Because they'll be like, look at this F string, but I haven't learned what F strings are yet. So I'm like, I don't know what that means. I don't know what this means. If you're on a shopping site searching for different items based on price or category. Oh, that's helpful. Hi. Hello. Using lambda functions. Hi, baby. Lambda functions are most commonly used as arguments to higher order functions such as map, filter, sorted. Map? What's the map function? The map function applies the given lambda function to each item in a list. Squared equals list map lambda. What the fuck? Hi. I miss you too. I'm sorry, Bubby. I know, this is snuggle time. This is where I get confused with Codecademy. Like I like the way that the lessons are set up, but I don't know how I feel about the order of everything. Cause like they do this in every lesson where it's like, do this thing we haven't taught you yet. And I'm like, how? Hi. Do you know what a lambda function is? He doesn't know anything. He just knows eating and pooping and snuggling and heated blanket. For example, Siha print F, the best coding stream ever, is named name. This will print the best coding stream ever is named Siha. But how does it know? Oh, because name equals Siha, print F, the best coding streamer is name. So it's like an easier way of saying the best coding streamer is plus sign name. You win in Sia? Kinda. Oh, that's cool. That's really neat. Oh, interesting. That makes it feel like that's more formatted printing is amazing. Oh, okay. I'm actually excited to learn F functions. Oh, duh. That's how it's written in the thing. And then greeting Alice makes the name Alice. I can't scroll down. He's holding my hand. He's holding my thumb with his paw, so I can't like move. Using lambda with filter. Filter function creates a new list of elements for which the given lambda function returns true. Oh, Jesus Christ. Here the lambda function, lambda x divided by 2, or no, x modulo 2 equals 0, checks if a number is even. The filter function, I'm getting so confused. Yeah, okay, you know what? Please don't hate me. I think I'm gonna skip this for now. We can come back to it later. Thank you for the XP, even though I didn't finish it. I'm just getting a little confused. Skip and return later. Okay. Map functions. Can I learn about this, chat? Or no? Is this okay? No. I can't tell if you're joking. Map functions are probably fine. Skip? Not worth it. But then how will I learn it? I'll read the like title or whatever. Python provides several built-in functions that help with functional programming. One of the most versatile and commonly used is the map function. In this article, we'll explore the map function, what the map function is, how it works, and when to use it. Map function is a built-in function in Python that applies a given function to each item in an iterable, like a list, tuple, or string, and returns a new iterable as a result. Applies a given function to each item. Function is the function to apply to each item in the iterable. Iterable is the iterable, or optionally multiple iterables to process. Iterable's the iterable. What's not to get? It's the iterable. How map works. Let's break down how map works with a simple example. I love you so much. You're such a sweet boy. Let's break down how map works with a simple example. Define double x, return x times 2. Hi. I love you. My soft boy. Numbers equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, so it would return map. Oh. Map double numbers. So it applies what was returned to the numbers. Oh, that's kind of interesting. You don't have to drool on me every time you come up here, you know. So numbers equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you do double numbers, map double comma numbers. Print list double numbers. Output 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's kind of cool. So the function would be, oh, it's the function that was set before. So this is the function, double. And then you would apply it to numbers, which is the list. This is kind of cool. Maps are goated. W maps L lambdas. That's what we're all saying. This is the Super Bowl. Hi, baby. You know, when you do this, it actually means I have to stream longer because you're making me take longer to get through the lessons. Did you know that? Did you know that when you sit in front of my computer and I can't read my screen, it actually takes me longer to finish the stream? I love having cats. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Welcome back. Stay here. Okay, in this example, map applies the double function to each number in the numbers list, creating a new iterator with the results. Wait, so what's the iterator? Is the iterator the list? Iterable. What the fuck is an iterable? Maps does not equal map function. What? But this is it's saying it's a map function. Wait, what? Hi, Wasabi. Pet the Wasabi. Pet the Wasabi. You're helping me with my code. Using map with built-in functions, we can use map with Python's built-in functions. For example, we can quickly convert a list of strings to integers. Oh! String numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Int numbers, list map int. That's fucking cool. Wait, this is sick. This is really cool, actually. I'm interested in this. I'm still a little like, my brain's a little smooth at the moment, but like, this is really neat. Find the length of another list of strings. Words, apple, banana, cherry, word lengths, list, map, len, word. Oh, dude, when you start combining them all. Print word lengths. List, outputs 566. 566? There's only 3 in there, though. List, map. Huh? Oh, length of strings, like how many letters, like how many characters. Oh, that's cool. Oh, okay. Using map with lambda functions. But map is most often used in conjunction with lambda functions for quick, not lambda. I feel like in the project, they're going to quiz me on lambda, and I'm going to be like, I don't know. I don't know. Using map with lambda functions. All right. Bro, you lost me. Oh, Wasabi. Hey. Hey. I love you. Goodbye. Goodbye. See you later. No, 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 no. Don't jump up again. I know. I want to cuddle too. I'm sorry. Getting ready for physics class. You are a physics teacher preparing for the upcoming semester. You want to provide your students with some functions that will help them calculate some fundamental physical properties. I love it. I want to snuggle. Just know that I want to snuggle. No, that doesn't mean come up. Why don't you just sit in my lap? Just sit here. If you get stuck during this project or would like to see an experienced developer work through it, click Get Unstuck. Ooh, see an experienced developer work through it. That'd be interesting. Okay. Write a function called f2c that takes an input ftemp, a temperature in Fahrenheit, and converts it to ctemp, that temperature in Celsius. It should then return ctemp. Oh, what the fuck? Temp C? Wait, what the hell? Is this a... Wait, hold on. Hi. Temp C equals temp F. Why are they in parentheses, though? I'm so confused. It's, oh, that's not code. Oh, okay. That's the equation. Okay. So write a function called f2c that takes an input, oh God, takes an input ftemp. So would it be ftemp equals do they want does it matter what it is? It doesn't say what it is. Oh, let's test your function with a value of 100 Fahrenheit. So if it did ftemp equals 100, hey baby. F2c that takes an input ftemp, a temperature in Fahrenheit, converts it to ctemp, that temperature in Celsius. Would it be oh God. Fuck, I don't know. The way Codecademy is making it so confusing is making me mad. Why would you put that in the code block font when it's not in code? Becoming the Codecademy Joker? I don't know. Is that why I've been getting so confused? Because I felt like the first few lessons were really simple to understand. But like as I've gone on and done it more and more people are like, why is it formatted like this? And I'm like, is that why I'm confused? Or am I confused because I'm just not that smart? Which is also very possible. Hi, baby. Oh, your nose is all wet. Your nose is all wet. ctemp. I don't fucking know how to write this. Hold on. Project. Oh, there's a project walkthrough. Wait, it might actually help. I know this is kind of cheating, but it might actually help to like watch someone explain why things are.
What's up, everybody? This is Brendan. I'm a full stack developer based in Brooklyn, New York. Today, we'll be walking you through the solution for getting ready for physics class. We are going to be talking all about functions, more specifically, how we can actually return information from a function and save that to variables so that we can then use that information later. We're also going to be touching on concatenation because Python's a little tricky in terms of taking an integer and a string. Integers and strings in Python actually don't play nicely together. So if you ever want to print out a string and a number, you first have to turn that that integer into a string. But anyway, let's dive into it. All right.
Jump right in. Oh.
Getting ready for physics class. You are a physics teacher preparing for the upcoming semester. You want to provide your students with some functions that will help them calculate some fundamental physical properties. Turn up the temperature. All right, step one. Write a function called f2c that takes an input ftemp, temperature in Fahrenheit, and converts it to ctemp, that temperature in Celsius. It should then return ctemp. The equation you should use is below. So we're going to take the temperature in Fahrenheit, subtract 32 from it, and then multiply that number by 5/9. So how do we define functions in Python? Well, we use the syntax def, which stands for define. And what's the name of our function going to be? F2C.
See, I did that part right.
And a function is always going to be followed by these parentheses, just in case we want to pass it
His parentheses look weird.
We don't have to pass it information, but in this case, it's asking us to right here. That takes an input ftemp. So this function is going to take arguments. It's going to take a temperature, the temperature in Fahrenheit, and convert it to Celsius.
And then do you return?
And just part of the Python syntax, you have to include this semicolon, or sorry, this colon.
So then do you
right
return ctemp?
And notice how everything's indented. Another thing in Python, when you're defining functions, things that are indented following a colon will be treated as if it's part of that function. Whereas as soon as you go back to the same level of where def starts, so notice how I kind of, I hit enter and I have 2 spaces away from where D started on the line above. That means I'm inside the function. But if I'm back here, then I'm no longer in that function. Anyway, what are we going to do? We are going to take the ftemp that we pass in, subtract 32 from it, and then we're going to multiply that number by 5 over 9.
Does the parentheses make sure it does that?
Now, what we can
first?
do is we can save this number to a variable, Celsius equals this.
Save it to ctemp.
That variable, which is equal to, the number of whatever we passed in ftemp minus 32 times 5 over 9.
Brendan!
But we don't actually have to add this extra line of code. What we can do is simply return this line, and it'll do exactly the same thing.
That's what I said!
I prefer this. It's just a little...
That's what I said! Remember when I said you could return it? And then I was like, oh, wait, no, you got to do the thing first and then return it. You could return it first. Hell yeah. Wait, so how do you define it then? Because if you return it, wouldn't it be... How do you define it? I'm right here. Wasabi. I'm literally right here.
A little more cleaner. Remember, we developers are lazy. We want to write as little code as possible.
Yes.
So I kind of prefer this way of doing things.
Yes.
You don't have to do it this way, but this is what I prefer. And you might be wondering, why are we returning this? When you're writing a function, if you don't return whatever it is that you modified or manipulated, then you lose it. If we didn't have this return statement here, and we just said, okay, this function is going to take whatever we pass into it, minus 32 times 5 over 9. That's great, but all right, let me just show you an example. F to C, let's pass it 32. Because we're not returning anything, when I print out this function here, so I'm calling the function F to C, passing it a temperature of 32. What do you think is going to happen when I hit save here?
What is going to happen? Oh, okay. I paused it right where it said none. I paused it so I could answer. But why do you put 32? Because 32 is what you're subtracting from the ftemp, and then you're multiplying it by 5 over 9. So that's not the temperature. I know, Targzip. I've been up too early.
Nothing. Actually, it says none. And it's right, because based on this function, I'm not specifying what I have to return. I'm not saying, hey, take this number and give it back to me. I'm simply taking that number, subtracting 32 and timesing it by 5 over 9 and not doing anything with it. I'm not saying, hey, here's it back.
So is return kind of like, if you don't return, you say that action at the computer, but then nothing happens. But then return, you say the action at the computer, and the computer's like, okay, this is what this action does, or like, okay, I'm going to do the action. I'm still trying to understand returns. I'm sorry. Return, I'm done. Return something. I'm done. Here's your result. Stores data. Okay.
What you have to do is you have to say, okay, function, what I want you to do is actually return that number that you kind of manipulated. So what's going to happen now? Oh, interesting. Maybe let's not pass 32 to it because, well, no, I'm sorry. What am I saying? 32 degrees in Fahrenheit is 0 degrees Celsius. I'm an idiot. Anyway, that is it for step 1.
Is negative self-talk part of the programmer experience? Is just calling yourself an idiot every 5 minutes part of the experience? Because I think I'm doing it right. Yes. Okay, great. I'm on the right track then. I am on the right track. Babe, I'm right here. Clinging harder to me does not make me any closer to you. I love him so much. Okay.
Step 2.
But then it says, wouldn't I have to define it to C? How would I define it to C temp? Oh, this is testing it.
Let's test your function with the value of 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Define a variable F100 in Celsius and set it equal to the value of F to C with 100 as an input.
So I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm gonna wait on doing this project either on my own, off stream, or next week, because there's a lot here with like the language that I'm getting confused about. Like when it says like takes an input, I get really I'm just getting a little confused. So I think what I'm gonna do is either do this project on my own and maybe like review more of the courses and the articles and stuff, and then next week we move on to something different, or I'll save it for next week. Because this is gonna take me a while. I know this only took him 20 minutes. This is gonna take me a minute. This function without a return statement is kind of like ordering something at the drive-thru and not getting your order. Oh. Return is like, hey, this isn't a one-way street. This is two-way. I need something from you too. Okay. This is really interesting. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm going to save this for another time because this project looks really long and I really needed to just review everything today. So I think today is going to be a quote-unquote shorter. Oh, no, it was about 2 hours. It was about 2 hours. So today was a good day. I really needed to review everything, so I'm sorry. Hi. I really needed to review everything because I was so confused. And I felt like it was just making me mad. And I knew it was going to come up again in the future. So I think it's good that we reviewed everything. You're so smart. Me? Yeah, Wasabi, I think he just wants some love. I think he just needs a little love right now. You're doing well, though. Thank you. I'm trying. Yeah, I think the beginning went so well that I was like, oh, programming's going to be easy. And then the second I hit list comprehensions, I was like, ugh. It was like the Vine boom in my brain. So, yeah, it is kind of hard, but I'm getting there. I think it also is, it doesn't help that I'm not good at math. Because like I feel like Python is written in like a formulaic way, and I just don't understand formulas. So yeah, I'm actually really glad I reviewed it all. I kind of want to review it more this week, like on my own, just to help it set in. But it's also really helpful to watch these videos and have like a teacher explain why things work that way. So yeah. I'm proud of myself. I know today was kind of like a step back to like review stuff, but I'm happy with it. Thanks for holding my hand. I love you. I love you, Wasabi. Can I put you down so I can end my stream? And then we can go cuddle. I'm going to try to hold him while I end the stream. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you guys had fun. Thanks for watching me. I upload all of my Python videos to my gaming channel. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to go watch them, they're in a playlist. I'm really sorry I wasn't learning anything new today. I just really needed to take a step back. So we'll see how it goes. Kitty Kettle's ending on a high note. This is what I needed. Yeah, he sensed my bad energy and he was like, I need to go hug her. What made you want to learn Python? So I wanted to learn coding, like some language of coding, because when I was a kid, I used to code my own MySpace layouts, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed coding and learning it. But I didn't know which language I wanted to start with. So I was asking my coding friends, and everyone pretty much unanimously suggested Python because it's the closest to English. So that's kind of the only reason I chose Python, is because it felt like a step in the right direction, sort of. So, yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. It is a challenge for sure, but I didn't expect it to not be a challenge, you know? This is your journey of learning code. Never say sorry about going back to review something. Thank you. I'm really trying my best. I just want to make sure that I like actually cement the information instead of being like, yeah, I got it. I'm moving on, you know? So thank you so much for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all the programmers that helped me and gave me some advice and stuff. And backseated politely. So thank you so much, baby. It's time. Wasabi, say goodbye, everybody. Bye.